It looks like we're going to be starting off game number 2 in this best of 3 with a little bit of lag from Prebz. But he sorted it out, and luckily it's immediately at the start, which can sometimes happen, and things all look safe. So game number 1, of course, went to our Protoss player. He made all the sentries. He force fielded everything. And he's spawning up in the top left hand position as the red Protoss this game. It's Rake. His opponent, to the bottom left, the blue Zerg, who has to win this game if he wants to get the points. Representing Jex, MangO. All this talk of MangO has made me really hungry, by the way. Just thanks for that, MangO. I'm going to have to probably nip and grab some food after this series. But well, what is MangO going to do? Game number 1, he went for a Speedling Flood on Habitation Station after securing up the gold base first. Didn't really work out. Unfortunately, the Protoss player had too many force fields with what seemed like a billion sentries just sitting there. This game though, things are going a bit different. We've got a very early scout coming down from Rake, clearly concerned that his opponent could be up to some similar shenanigans and doesn't want to get caught out. With the rally point though, he's going to be getting down a gateway at 14. Oh no, he's not actually, he's going for the forge. Cannon rush! Whoop! Definite cannon rush times right now. Second probe coming out. Wants to confirm it. Oh boy. You can cannon rush really nicely on this map as well, especially if a Zerg takes this space. Because you can put, if you sneak up into the main and put like a pylon and a cannon here and then come around and cannon there, yeah, they have bad times. So probe, unfortunately, is going to get there last, and if you're cannon rushing, you don't really want to scout your opponent last, especially on a map this massively huge, because it delays things. Probe though, sneaking past, doesn't get a scout down there. Coming on up, knows where his opponent is. Is he going to reveal himself? Okay, so he does. Just comes around, he's like, yep, I'm a probe. Everything's good in the world. Don't worry about me. Gonna just come and check to see if you took a greedy base. Nope, you didn't take a greedy base. You must have taken the other one. And where's the probe going to go? The second probe heading on back home. He's like, I don't need 2 of you. First probe still coming around. Goes, okay. Just side that spawning pool. Everything's good. Where is the cannon rush? Is there going to be a cannon rush? I was hoping for a cannon rush. Wait, Rake. Back away. This drone is suspicious. He's like, I know this probe. I know this probe is up to something. What is it? Probe still checking around. Waiting. Carefully. Back through now. Wait to see anything more that could come. No cannon rush is going to be happening now. I'm disappointed. Instead, we get the gateway. We've got the Overlord coming to scout in. Defensive cannon, and of course the early Nexus. The probe knows that this base was taken, but economically speaking, Rake is still in a good spot. Going up to 6 probes now in gas from the 4 that he originally had. And he's pretty secure with this photon cannon, shouldn't be in too much of a dangerous spot. Drones being transferred down now, the rally point changed. 16 workers saturates a gold base, a blue base, so that's all fine. Otherwise, should be in store for a bit of a passive couple of minutes, because neither player, with how they're playing at the moment, can be ultra aggressive. Ideally, MangO needs to start up his expansion pretty damn fast. He knows his opponent went for a forge fast expand. So the fact that he hasn't got a third and it's already 5 minutes 20 is going to start hurting him. He needs that third base down ideally a minute ago at the latest. Maybe 30 seconds ago at the absolute latest. But unless he's got something awesome planned, he is going to start running into some problems, because a 2-base Zerg up against a 2-base Protoss simply cannot match it out. Stargate now coming down from Rake. Going to be looking to get some harassment down, and MangO still doesn't have his third. And I'm quite perplexed by this, because he's only got 1 drone in gas, and while he has now finished up Zergling speed, he doesn't really have many Zerglings on the field, nor does he have the ability to produce many. Third base is now going to get started up, but against the opening that Rake went for, this is exceptionally late. Rake is at a very large advantage at this stage. Admittedly, it is only an opening advantage, so it's not like he's just won a decisive battle or anything like that, but he certainly could. With the Stargate now done, if an Oracle were to come out, or even Phoenix can be harassing, could get a nice little win. This lone overlord going to come back for the scout and could actually be a bit of a hero. He's only got 35 HP though. And will the sentries tickle it to death? Yet again. Depends how much attention Rake's really paying. The overlord coming forward. Hasn't yet seen the Stargate. Is heading the right way to get a glimpse of it though. And it looks like is going to discover. There you go. Sees the Phoenix being made as well. More overlords are around on the map. The Phoenix just running straight past one though. Going to turn back, realizing the error of his ways, securing up the kill. Second Phoenix, going to kill off another overlord. That should now get pretty close to supply blocking MangO. Although he has just popped a couple more good overlords. So that's actually quite important for him because he's pumping out a decent number of roaches. And if he's going to continue on with that, he's got to make sure that he's got the supply. Roach is incredibly supply inefficient. +1 missile attack also coming through, but roaches really aren't the correct response to Phoenix. A couple of spore crawlers will help, but only one spore at each base and one queen will make the queens vulnerable to sort of 4 or 5 Phoenix, because the lift will just take them out very fast. More spores trying to come down, but already drones starting to take a few hits. Nice micro of these Phoenix, backing away the ones that lost their shields, and you can afford to lose shield energy on the Phoenix, but not the HP, and that's going to be problematic for Rake if he doesn't keep producing. Adding in the Immortals, the robotics facility, the robotics bay also coming through, so Colossi are going to be hitting the field within a few minutes, and that's great times. More Phoenix, still just biding their time, 5 in total on the field. Gonna probably try and get a couple more drone kills. Picking off drones in the gas first is always a very smart decision to make. You want to limit your opponent's gas income to limit their tech that they can get out and the number of tech heavy units. That's especially important when you're rushing up your own tech into Colossi. One Immortal, one Colossus in a lot of gateways is a bit more of an old fashioned build, but it's very effective if you catch your opponent off guard with it. Rake, gonna be able to kill a couple more of MangO's overlords there. Always annoying. Overall resources lost 50 compared to nearly 800. So very cost efficient use of these Phoenix. The Queen is actually out in the middle of the map. Not going to get taken down. Spared its life for the moment. Did any of these Phoenix actually have enough energy for a lift? Yeah, one of them definitely did. I think now that they're all... Oh no, there's still one lift available. So that's cool. Colossus now getting chrono boosted out. 2 Immortals. The Colossus there. A lot more gateways being added through. No attempt at a third, which is being identified now by MangO. So MangO is going to get all the vision required in order to deduce that this is some kind of 2-base play. The Phoenix are going to be great as well. They can lift a couple of key units out, and MangO is going to lose that Overseer. Of course, taking the hit to the supply and also to the resources. The Immortals now moving forward. The Colossus nearly done, but because the Cliff can just walk down to join up with this army, if it wants to, the Pylon completing the wall off. As far as I'm aware, there's no pylons out on the map. There's one right down in the bottom right, but that is not useful in the slightest for warpins. So a probe hopefully was brought with this army. Yeah, there we go. So there's only one probe outside. Waiting to move forward. Waiting for that second Colossus, actually. And this is a dangerous strategy, waiting so long for this 2-base play. We're already approaching the 12-minute mark. You'll be well past it before the push hits. And this is buying ample time for MangO to amass a defending force. And while the Phoenix are harassing nicely, there's already a decent number of roaches and a few hydras on the way. So it's all going to come down to can the roaches actually close up the distance with these Colossi. War Prison now coming out, that alleviates the problem of the proxy pylon, and also buys time for extended thermal lance to complete. These Phoenix still getting a nice bit of harassment down. They've managed to pick off 14 workers so far this game. A couple of hydras revealing themselves, but no Corruptors or Vipers to deal with the Colossi as of yet. And with the Immortals in the army, actually the Roaches could be running into some problems. So big wide open space. Force fields aren't going to be effective if the engagement happens here, but if the push comes any further forward into one of these chokes, the force fields could be devastatingly good. That Spore barely left alive. May actually get a kill on a Phoenix, and that's another mistake that Rake wants to make. The Phoenix ready to get some key lifts down. More roaches being amassed as quickly as possible. Army supplies, MangO is up by nearly 20, but you've got to factor in the fact that roaches are so supply ineffective. Lots of stalkers getting warped in now. It's 1-0 upgrades on both sides, but the tech advantage heavily in favor of Rake. Rake now moving forward. He needs to get some good force fields down, but a great concave being amassed now. by MangO. He gets the completes around. The Mothership Core is going to fall, but the Colossi are staying up. The Immortal is getting some good damage down. One about to fall, but MangO can't hold it with those Colossi there. GG is called, and Rake is going to take the series 2-0.